Hey now, everybody, it's Aaron, and welcome to this week's Market Minutes. It is a big listing week for the spring market, and we've got some interesting stuff to share with you. Let's do this. All right, let's kick it off in Bethesda. 8024 Park Lane in Battery Park just hit the market at $1,395,000. This is a very interesting 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, just over 2,100 square feet. It's saying, I think that does not include the basement, so a little extra square footage down there. This went through a complete renovation in 2017 with the help of an architect. You can absolutely tell that when you look through the pictures. The details in this house are really beautiful. Being a center hall colonial, on one side of the stairwell, you're going to have that large but rather thin living room area. It is a decent size. They've done an interesting thing here. They have expanded that living room forward and added this additional office space, which is really nice. It's not enclosed, so not exactly private for daily use, but it is absolutely beautiful. On the other side of the stairwell, they've completely opened up the space between the kitchen and the dining room. Really nicely done kitchen renovation, like all the choices with the white on blue cabinetry. Off the back, you've got a really large screen porch. That's going to be a huge selling point for this house. That's also looks like a fantastic space. Upstairs, you've got a smaller but decently sized primary bedroom with attached bath. Really rare on houses of this size to have enough space to do a dual vanity and a shower. It is a good size primary bath. Good closet space in there as well. Secondary bedrooms are, on the medium side, but beautifully done. Hall bath is more original. Looks like it's been updated, but in the original style. Do really like it. And downstairs, you've got a nice finished rec room space. Not a ton of yard in the back, but it appears a lot of open, flat area to the right of the house. Does have a one-car garage as well with EV charger. A lot of good things going on this house at $1,400,000. It's one of those ones, I think if you bought the original and tried to create this, it would cost you more than just buying this one. If you want to check it out, reach out. We'd love to show it to you. All right, JT's got a few things for us in Chevy Chase. JT, take it away.
All right. Thanks, Aaron. Let's start out this week in the town of Chevy Chase in a small subdivision called Terrytown. This is just west of Connecticut Avenue near East West Highway. It's a great location because you have easy access to downtown Bethesda. You can walk to Bethesda Metro. So all the shops, restaurants, all that has to offer is right at your fingertips. This is a 1948 Dutch colonial, and it was purchased last summer at $930,000 and has now been renovated or flipped, as they say. You walk in and has a pretty small floor plan, a nice cozy fireplace here in the living space. They've opened up the kitchen and again made some really good choices in here, making everything white. They have this eat-in area, really brings in a lot of natural light and makes the space look a lot bigger than it is. Upstairs, you have 3 bedrooms. We have a primary bedroom, which is of decent size. And then you have a nicely renovated modern full bathroom upstairs. So you have 3 bedrooms, 1 bath upstairs. They did sneak a second full bathroom, nicely renovated again, in the basement. They did a lot of work in here. They replaced all the windows. They put a new slate roof in, new heating and cooling. The lot is just over 5,000 square feet, so it's not that big. There's probably a little room for expansion. You have a detached garage off the back here. The real value here is the location. But you should be careful because the purple line is being constructed. And if you look at the map here, it's right next to what used to be the walking path that would give you even easier access into downtown Bethesda. That's now going to be an above ground light rail connecting Bethesda and Silver Springs and extension from there. But it's going to be a lot of construction. And then once it's there, you're going to have a train very close to your property, which is probably why This wasn't snapped up by even a bigger developer last summer to build a $2.5–3 million property like there are in the neighborhood. Be very curious to see what happens here. Moving over to the other side of Wisconsin Avenue, we come to 4801 Langdrum Lane in the Chevy Chase Gardens subdivision. This is nestled right in between downtown Bethesda and Friendship Heights, just north of Somerset off of Wisconsin Avenue. Easy access to both and to Norwood Park, a very popular spot. This 1931 Grand Dame is a center hall colonial. You are immediately met with this huge wraparound porch, which is really big enough for entertaining. You have this gracious foyer when you walk in, and the living room is a generous size with this cozy fireplace. Working our way around the main level, we come to a kitchen that is of average size, but some updates have been made, and nice size dining room here, which I really like, again, for entertaining. Moving upstairs, you have a very nice primary suite that you can see this renovated glass shower here, and a really a big bedroom here. You have two other bedrooms on this level and a hall bath. There is a third level on this house, as there generally is on these older models. You have two bedrooms and an additional bathroom. The landscaping is really nice here. You do have a two-car garage, which is very helpful. The lot is of pretty good size, somewhere over 7,000 square feet. So you could do some renovations here. Priced at $1,750,000, I think that's about right. I mean, these houses, I don't want to say they're super rare, but they don't come around that often, especially in this location. It's really well positioned. And I think that there's probably been a couple of buyers just lying in wait for something like this. I do think it's probably going to get some attention immediately, probably not go crazy because there are other properties around the same price that are also enticing. But again, the old charm of this house, the high ceilings, and the location is probably going to check a lot of boxes. And I do see this finding a buyer pretty easily this weekend. That's all I got this week. Back to you, Aaron.
All right, cruising on up to North Bethesda to always popular Old Farm. Hitting the market today, 7001 Tilden Lane is coming on at $1,187,500. This is a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath. The recorded square footage is 3623. Sellers say it's closer to 3950. This was expanded at one point by a previous owner off the primary. They've added this additional sitting room that also appears to have added some additional space to the one-car garage. That's interesting. Great layout for Old Farm. Old Farm is not known for its open floor plans, and this model does have that. You've got a really large living room on the front here, spacious dining room, and then the family room to the kitchen is all open and nicely sized. The kitchen appears to be an older renovation, very, very livable as it is. Not exactly what I would have done, but a ton of potential here. I would add an island in this kitchen in 2 seconds. You've got 5 bedrooms upstairs. You got that large primary suite with the sitting room I talked about, and then 4 very spacious bedrooms. Does have a fully finished basement and a large yard space. $1,187,500, I think, is a pretty good number for this. I'm a little unsure about these renovations. I kind of feel like I need to see them in person, but Old Farm is always popular and everyone's looking for open space there. For that reason, I'm going to go ahead and call this my hot deal of the week. If you want to check it out, this is right in our area. Reach out. We'd love to help. That'll do it for this week. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're not already doing so, please give us a follow at Jeweler Burton on social. If you know anybody who's getting to the market or thinking about selling, please think of us. You know, we'd really love to help. Have an absolutely fantastic weekend, everybody. Later.